everybody, how's it going today? Justin the Rhode Island Shaver with the weekend video. So, gonna get right into it. I used this on Wednesday, I do believe it was, and had such a great shave with it. I thought I was going to do the video on it this weekend. I think I have a video on here with this already. This is kind of a redo in a way, because I'm using distilled water now. So this was with hard water before. Now it's distilled water. Does it make much of a difference? Not really, because the soap is a really good soap. But, you know, whatever. It made a really good lather. I wanted to use it again. So that is Thirsty Badger Alpha. This is number 1 of 12. Thank you, Jared. Jared is a wonderful gentleman. And makes a lot of stuff, like you've seen the Thirsty Badger lather bowl and a bunch of 3D printed stuff. Great fella. And he decided to make some soap. Now, he's had a few different variants, and I think he might be looking at getting back into doing some more soaping, so hopefully he does, because right out of the gate with this first soap, it was really, really good. Brush for today is going to be the Coyote Cuts Psychedelic Funk. I'm going to get some color into this otherwise dreary, shitty, cold day. Now, luckily here in the eastern part of Canada, it is not quite as cold as my Canadian brethren out in the western part of the country, where they're getting gobsmacked with about high minus 30, minus 40 something degrees in the Celsius scale, because that's how we roll up here in Canada. We're in Celsius. But if you don't understand the Celsius scale, for my American friends, it's fucking cold. We'll just leave it at that. It's very cold. And this stuff lathers up quite easily. I have way more than enough right there. Kind of a small tub, so we got a bit of a smush here. But that's okay, because I like to call that free soap. And I will just scrape that off the sides of the tin. Massage that into my beautiful visage. There's almost enough soap right there to lather this up already, to be honest with you. And then I will try and clean this the best that I can. And for that, I will grab a hand towel that everybody uses to dry their hands on. It's another. Hands will smell like Thirsty Badger Alpha. And that's not a bad thing. As far as I'm concerned, I think that's a good thing. So I will set that there. And we will get into lathering. So the scent notes on this are vanilla, oak, cedar, patchouli, and musk. Now, I think I get a little bit of the earthiness out of the patchouli. Not a whole lot. Because patchouli is not really one of my predominantly favorite scents, to be honest. I don't really grab a whole lot of that. I don't really get any of the musk. I do get a lot of the vanilla. And I get a lot of the oak. And the object behind this soap was to, or the scent profile, was to replicate oak, or vanilla being aged in oak barrels. And I think that came through very well. There's almost a little smoky undertone to this as well, that you would imagine you would get from a vanilla infused liquid sitting in a charred oak barrel. And it's very, very nice. That's the predominant scent I get off it, a nice warm smoky vanilla. A little bit of spice, a little bit of smoke, a little bit of that earthiness, and it's just oh so nice. Lathers up very, very well. I do think it performs a slight touch better with the distilled water. But then again, I think everything performs a slight touch better with the distilled water, to be honest with you. And this is quickly turning into one hell of a lather, as you can see. Gonna add just a little bit more water because I know it'll take it. Lather flying everywhere now. One more small application. Of H2O, and that should be good. Wonderful, wonderful lather. Nice and peaky. You see that? It's very good. Alright, so lather all over my hands. Lather all over my den. And we'll clean up the work areas. It's not the brightest of days out there today, but we're gonna go with the straight razor anyway. The hell with it. So, in a complete contrasting color to the reds and the yellows and the psychedelic funk, we're gonna go with Vortex, which is blue, and blue, then white, I think. Sure. This was done by Randy at First Canadian. As always, pretty much all my blades are from Randy at First Canadian. This is just your average run-of-the-mill Gold Dollar 200, I do believe. Gold Dollar 200 that he polished up to a fine degree of shine and put these beautiful acrylic scales with the white wedge. Love this razor. Seems fitting for today. Today we're getting hit with the Polar Vortex, or winter as I call it in Canada. And so yeah, why not? It's a lather on the shirt here. It's okay. Means my shirt's gonna smell good for the rest of the day too. So enough yakking. Let's put some steel to skin. Very nice. Very, very, very slick soap. I think I have, oh, what's this? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So 3 days worth of growth we're getting rid of here. Beautiful. Little stutter step there. My eyes lost focus. I couldn't see what I was doing. Oh, shit. Very nice first pass. Lots of protection and glide in this soap. And slickness abound. I want to give a shout out to my man, Johan, over at Shave and Butcher. He did a blindfolded shave the other day, which I thought was very, very well done. Give people a little insight on just how difficult it can be to attempt to do this when you can't really see what you're doing. So I thought that was great. edge on this is still nice and sharp. Do a little rinse off in this pass. Great initial slickness, great residual slickness. Like I said, I really wish Jared will consider, and maybe he is, doing a full line of this soap. Or a full release, I should say. I know he was looking at it. He just wanted to make sure you get the right packaging, get the labels the way he wanted, and everything be perfect. And I really hope he does achieve that, because it really is a great artisanal product. For sure. This definitely stands up with some of the best performing soaps in my den, and as you guys know, even following along, I do have some pretty good stuff in here. Wonderful. And that concludes the straight razor portion as usual. And we'll just do a quick touch up on the neck with the Fat Boy. Man, I gotta check and see what I have this set to. 2 with a Voskhod. Didn't quite as close as I wanted to over here with the straight, but close now. Take the good with the bad. Now, set to come with the mustache from an angle. And that's that. Go into the quick rinse off and the post. Very nice post shave feel on this soap too. It's not drying, it's nice and hydrating. Although it is a fantastic product. So I really do hope we might see a full release of this at some point. And maybe, just maybe, a matching balm, please, Jared. That would be very nice. But in the meantime, I do have a balm that pairs very well with it from one of my favorite soap makers and definitely one of my favorite balm makers. And I don't mean balm as in kaboom balm. I mean obviously balm as an aftershave balm. Soapy Bath Man Amaretto on the Rocks. The sweetness in this pairs well with the sweetness in the Alpha Shave Soap. And just makes for an all-around good shave. And I like to have some of these kind of contrasting balms and splashes kicking around, because even if I have a soap that I pick up that somebody sends me, or I get one in a trade or something that I don't have the matching splash for, if you have enough contrasting scents in your tickle trunk, then chances are you're going to find something that's going to pair, which is great. As is the case of this. They blend very, very nicely together. And the balm isn't so overpowering that I actually still get some of the soap coming through in the end. So that's the shave, guys. Once again, we had Thirsty Badger Alpha. Great stuff. Soapy Bath Man Amaretto on the Rocks. Aftershave balm. No menthol on that one, I don't believe. I got that one from somebody else. If I was to order it again, I would get level 2 menthol in it. Coyote Cuts, Psychedelic Funk, the 24 mil Tuxedo Nut, and the Vortex Razor, a Gold Dollar 200 in custom acrylic scales from Randy at First Canadian. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. And yeah, I'm going to try and do a midweek video this week. I'm waiting on a mail call. If it shows up, which it should, between now and Wednesday, there will be a Outside the Den on that particular soap. And we will go from there. So, as always, friends, have a great day and even better shave, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.